Duryodhana orders Vidura to bring Draupadi to the hall, but Vidura refuses. Therefore, he sends an usher. The usher informs Draupadi that Duryodhana commands her to appear in the sabha as a slave. Draupadi reacts angrily to his words. She orders him to ask a question in the hall. The question is, whom did you lose first, yourself or me? The usher asks her question, but Yudhisthira does not respond. It surprises Duryodhana and he orders again to bring her. Draupadi goes to the sabha. Instead of treating her respectfully, Durhasana drags her hair to the hall. She tells him she is having her period and wearing only one garment, but Durhasana does not listen to her. Draupadi raises her question of ownership. One of the Kauravas, Vikarna, raises his voice to answer the question of Draupadi. However, soon Karna scolds him for interfering. Karna says that since the Pandavas allow her to stake, they have lost her. He commands Durhasana to strip the clothes from the Pandavas and Draupadi. The Pandavas strip off their upper garments and sit silently, and Durhasana undresses Draupadi. Surprisingly, whenever Durhasana removes one of her clothes, another garment appears every time. The insult of Draupadi enrages Bhim, and Bhim swears he will drink the blood of Durhasana. At last, Durhasana is tired and quits. Vidura also addresses the question of Draupadi in the assembly, but everyone is quiet. Draupadi complains about the misbehavior of Kauravas and demands her answer. Bhishma says that Yudhisthira should answer her question, but he is speechless. Karna stresses they are all slaves of the Kauravas. To taunt Bhim, Duryodhana exposes his left thigh to Draupadi and Bhim again swears to break his thigh. Vidura again warns them. Arjun brings the question back to the assembly, but her question remains unanswered. At that moment, jackals bark and donkeys bray. At last, Dhritarashtra offers Draupadi two boons. For the first boon, she chooses the freedom of Yudhisthira, and for the second boon, the liberty of her remaining husbands. Dhritarashtra is also ready to offer a third boon, but she refuses. In this way, Draupadi saves them. Dhritarashtra wishes Yudhisthira good luck and advises him to ignore the insults. They return to Indraprastha. The sequel to the dicing summary. In the sequel to the dicing, Dhritarashtra calls the Pandavas again to play dice. Durhasana informs his brother that the Pandavas are leaving Hastinapura with their treasure. Duryodhana, Karna and Shakuni go to the king. Duryodhana says that allowing the Pandavas to go is not the right decision because they will avenge their insults. Therefore, they should play dice again and send them to the forest. Dhritarashtra again orders to bring the Pandavas to the hall. Drona, Bhishma, Vidur, Vikarna and others object to it. However, the game starts again. Shakuni keeps the condition: whoever loses in the game must live in the forest for 12 years and live in disguise among people for 1 year. If anyone finds their true identity, they need to repeat it. Yudhisthira agrees to the condition and loses again. Durhasana is elated and taunts them. Bhim gets angry and Duryodhana imitates his manner of walking. Bhim vows to kill Duryodhana. Arjun also vows to kill Karna, and so do Sahadev and Nakul. Sahadev will kill Shakuni. Yudhisthira bids farewell to the Kauravas. Vidura suggests that Kunti should stay in his house because of her age, and he bids the Pandavas farewell. Kunti is sad, and the Pandavas solace her and bid her farewell. Narad appears in the hall and foretells the end of the Kauravas. Duryodhana, Karna and Shakuni take refuge in Drona. Drona accepts them, but he also predicts that There will be a massacre after 13 years. He advises Duryodhana to pacify the Pandavas. Though Vidura gives Dhritarashtra the right advice, Dhritarashtra ignores him because he wants to please his son.